Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. And so this blind girl has 3 corned beef roasts that need to be put into the crock pot. I'm making them a day ahead of time because I like it when they go into the fridge and get nice and cold before you slice them because we're going to be making Reuben sandwiches for a party of about 10. Got a party for St. Patrick's Day, right? So here we go. I am going to cut these 3 packages open and rinse them and get them prepped to go into the crock pot. And then I'll be back. This is really simple, nothing complicated, but they come out so good with such good flavor. So I will be back after I cut those open. Okay, um, I rinsed all 3 roasts and I have the packets that I kept. Um, I'm probably going to have to, I'm trying to find where I put my scissors that I just had my hands on. I want to make sure that I rinse those really quick because I'm going to need them. I'm probably going to end up putting 2 roasts in one and then 1 roast in the other because I really don't think 3 roasts are going to go into one. That's why I'm doing it this way. So I have the packets. So I'm going to cut those open. And one of them is going to get 2 packets and the other one's going to get 1. I have done over the years corned beef many different ways. I have used the Instapot. That's another good way to do it. I didn't want to do that today because I would have had to do it 3 times. Sometimes once you use the Instapot once, it doesn't always want to work again for a while until it cools off. So this is why I'm going with the crock pot. I have also in the past smoked the roast, which that's amazing. And hopefully once I get my smoker back, I will be able to go back to the, um, you know, smoking it. So when you put these in here, you're going to want to put them fat side up in there. And I got to try to position this one because I'm putting 2 in there. This one's bigger, so I'm going to put that one on its own. So I'm just going to I'm trying to get it so that they're not sticking up, you know. So that's got the 2, and this one's going to have the 1. And I'm trying to drip across 3 plates here. I think I'm going to add some onion and carrots in it for flavor before I put the juice on there. So I will be right back with that. Okay, I threw 2 carrots in the one with the 2 roasts and 1 carrot in here and then half an onion in each just for some flavor. I am going to use apple juice. There's so many different things you can put in here, but apple juice is what Jason prefers, so let him have the apple juice the way, and that's fine. It'll give it some good flavor. So I'm going to start with a cup in each and see, because I don't want to go with too much. It's going to make its own juice. I'm throwing a cup in there. That seems like enough. I don't want to put more. It's going to make so much juice. So, ooh, this is, hopefully I'm not with my back. Sorry. Now this one I worry about because there's more. I'm going to do 2 on this one, and I'm probably going to be sorry. I'll keep an eye and make sure it doesn't get too high, but this one, you know what? I'm just going to do 2 for both. It is what it is. If I have to take some juice out, but I think I'll be fine. So there is that. And then from here, I am going to cook them on high. I am going to start with 4 hours and then check it and see if it needs 6 hours. And that's where we're going to go from here. And I will be back in 4 hours with you guys to check on the corned beef. It has been 5.5 hours that these corned beef for tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day the sandwiches. I can't think of what they're called right now. I'm having a moment. Reubens, because we are making Reubens with the corned beef tomorrow. So I purchased, this is the best bread when it comes to Reubens. I always try to make sure to get this every year. So I have this for the bread. I got this for the sauerkraut, which before we make the sandwiches, I will make sure that I fry it up in a pan, um, before it goes in the Reubens. We also got the Swiss cheese, the Thousand Island dressing. A bonus, my mom will be making tongue. Some people are going to go, ew, don't knock it till you tried it. I like my sandwiches particularly to be corned beef and tongue. And then instead of the Thousand Island, I put horseradish on it. So those are all going to be made for tomorrow's. But I am going to show you the roasts that are done, and then they're going to go in the fridge overnight so that they're easier to slice. And I will have to show you the finished product. I am also making tomorrow to go with it on the side. I have all these small potatoes. I got different colors. I got the red, the yellow, and then I got a bag of, I think these are mixed colors. We're going to parsley butter those. So that'll be to go with tomorrow's Reubens. And so yes, let me show you the corned beefs. Here it is. It has cooked on high for 5.5 hours. That is the one that was by itself. This is the one where it was the two roasts. As you can see, was the perfect amount of everything. It smells amazing in here. These are going to be very good sandwiches. So we will see you tomorrow when the sandwiches are made and you can see it all put together. I just wanted to show the corned beef one more time after I got it out of the crock pot, and I have it sitting in some juice, and it's going to go in the fridge until tomorrow when it will be easier to slice. Happy St. Patrick's Day! What is this blind girl doing now? This blind girl is making easy St. Patrick's Day cookies. The first ingredient that you need is French vanilla or white cake mix. I never buy white. I always buy either vanilla or French vanilla. So we are going to, and I should have gotten scissors, empty this into the box, into the bowl. I'm doing a double recipe. So, because I feel like one cake mix is not going to yield enough cookies. So I'm going to pour these in here and then get the other one. Okay, we put those both in here. I am going to break down these boxes really quick, or wait. We'll wait. I'll do it after. Okay, to this, I am going to be adding 4 eggs. One more. Okay. I'm just going to take this whole thing in the garbage, rinse my hands from the eggs. And then I need 2/3 of a cup of, I use canola oil. There we go. Pour in 2/3 of a cup. This is where I have a hard time finding the line in the metal cups. I think I'm seeing it. We're at it. There we go. Okay, now, next step is to mix this together. And it said that its dough is going to be sticky. I'm going to try to break up those yolks before I turn on the mixing bowl beater, which I didn't even plug in. Wow, this is where we're at. Okay. Hold on a second. And there is nowhere over here to plug it into. Great. And what did I knock over? I am not exactly sure what I knocked over. Okay. Um, See, I didn't want to have my back to you. Did this go? Oh, look at that. That went into the eggs. We are doing great. Give me a minute. I'm going to mix this and then I will be back. Okay, this is indeed a very sticky dough. I'm going to show you and then I'm going to have to rinse my hands again. I need to add green food coloring to this and mix it in. And I am going to use gloves to do that because I don't see the mixer really doing a very good job with how thick this is. So I think we will have better results if we put the glove on right. Oh my gosh, this is how today is going. There. There we go. Maybe my glove will stick on a little better because my hands are a little wet. Okay, I have my gel green food coloring. And I'm going to put 5, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm going to do 12 drops and I'm going to see. I think that'll be good. But we can always add more if not. Let's get this all mixed up really good. Get this off the side. See, it's already on my fingers. Too funny. You wanted a nice bright green color because you're going to be rolling these cookies in sugar and then powdered sugar, so you want the green to show through that. So you want to make sure you get them nice and bright. I might actually add a little bit more. I know that seemed like a lot, 12 drops, but it's concentrated because the recipe called for a 1/4 cup of food coloring. And since this stuff is more concentrated, you don't want a 1/4 cup. So what I'm going to do is rinse my hands again. And I'm going to add some more because I don't think it's green enough. Just want to get that cookie dough off of my hands. I'm going to keep this hand for the cookie dough. I'm going to go with 6 more drops if it wants to come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to mix that up. I think this is going to have to be good enough. I don't know if this is going to get any darker. This was not exactly probably the right kind of green, but this is the only green I had at the moment. But I have put in 18 drops, and this is the color that I got. And it's just going to have to be good enough because I don't want to keep adding more food coloring into it. And it might darken a little bit more as it sits. So now it has to sit in the fridge for 30 minutes before I bake them. So I will be back with the next part. Okay, I have the oven set at 325, and that's only because of these darker pans. It should be 350. And I'm going to get the cookie dough out. I do kind of wish I would have made this darker. It is what it is. They will still be green. I just wanted them brighter green than this. I just had to make sure that I get a better green next time. I'm going to make these big cookies. I know this is not usually how I do that, but I want them to be big cookies since I'm not making any other kind of dessert with dinner tonight. I feel like I'm not getting a size that I want in here. So roll it in a ball. I'm going to roll it in some granulated sugar. Then we're going to roll it in some powdered sugar. Okay. And then I'm going to place it on the cookie sheet. And like I said, these are going to be big cookies. So I'm probably only going to do a dozen of these per tray. And I'm going to fill up that cookie sheet and then we will see them when they come out of the oven. Okay, so these are the cookies ready to go into the oven. Like you can see, I made them pretty big. It says 9 to 11 minutes. We're going to see how long. I will have a few on another batch, but I'm going to throw the dough in the fridge while these cook. So we will be back to see how they come out. Okay, they have come out of the oven, and these are what they look like out of the oven. They have a nice brown on the bottom. I let them sit on the pan for 5 minutes to cool before I transfer them to here. The only problem is I think I'm not going to get many to a dish, but that's okay. I made them big on purpose. So yes, that is it for today. Everybody have a great St. Patrick's Day. Make sure you like, follow, share, comment, and I think that's it.